Okay, so today we are going to see solution of wave equation by method of separation of variables. Okay, so what is wave equation? I am writing wave equation is given by this way. X varies from 0 to L. L is fixed number and t greater than 0. Okay, boundary conditions t greater than equal to 0. Boundary conditions are given by this way. Initial conditions given by okay. So this is the problem. This is whole problem. This is PD, that is wave equation, and subject to boundary condition as well as initial conditions. Okay. At t is equal to 0, it is initial point. T is equal to 0. That is why it is defined like that. So we need to find its solution. uxt xx tt, we are considering this is the solution. Okay, then what will be its double derivative? What will be del to u del t square? What will be this? Double derivative of capital T. And what is del to u del x square? Double derivative of capital X. Okay, substituting these values, in the wave equation, we get what we get. Substitute these values in wave equation, what we will get? X, this double derivative of capital T at t is equal to c square double derivative of x. Okay, now we can solve this like this. Double derivative of x upon x is equal to double derivative of t c square t. We can solve it. Okay, we can arrange like, let's say, because these two quantities are equal, so we can say it is some constant. Let's say it is a constant k. Here k is called separation constant. K is called separation constant. Okay. Now case 1. What is case 1? So K is a constant. K can be positive, 0 and negative as well. So case first is K is positive. If K is positive, if K is positive, we can write K is equal to lambda square for some lambda is equal to non-zero. Every positive number can be written as some lambda square. Lambda is some non-zero because after taking square, that thing are ultimately going to be positive. Okay. So now, then what will happen? Then what is this? X double dash X T double dash C square T. Put the value of K, lambda square. Then what you will get? If I combine this part and this part, what I will get? Lambda, this is equal to lambda square. And if I combine this and this, what I will get? Okay, so what I got? So what is the solution of this? Its solution is given by this way. C1 e to the power lambda x plus C2 e to the power minus lambda x. And what is the solution for this? C1 e to the power C lambda t plus what is its solution? C3, because C1, C2 we have already taken, e to the power C lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus C lambda t. Okay. So what is the solution? Uxt, what is the solution? This is actually this. So what we got? Uxt is equal to C1 e to the power lambda x plus C2 e to the power minus lambda x into C3 e to the power C lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus C lambda t. So this is the solution. Okay. If K is greater than 0. Now what will be the... So now we got, in this case we got this solution. But now we have to apply boundary condition as well as initial conditions. Whether this is giving non-trivial solution or not. If this is giving trivial solution, we will leave it. Okay. So we are going to apply. So you apply this boundary condition. U0t is equal to 0. If you will apply, if you put x is equal to 0, what will be this? E to the power 0 plus C2 e to the power 0. T is as it is, so C3 e to the power lambda C lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus C lambda t is equal to 0. So what is this? This is e to the power 0 is 1. So C1 plus C2. C3 is equal to e to the power C lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus C lambda t is equal to 0. So there are two possibilities. Either C1 plus C2 is equal to 0 or C3 e to the power C lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus C lambda t is equal to 0. Now if this part becomes 0, you put here, you can put here this value here, you can put here, then what you will get? You see that whole value of u is going to be 0. It means you are getting trivial solution, because if this part is going to be 0, this part is appearing as it is here in uxt, so uxt will become 0. You are getting trivial solution. So if you have this one, you are getting uxt is equal to 0. That is trivial solution. So trivial solution we do not require. We need non-trivial solution. So what you have to take? You have to consider this part is non-zero. So consider C3 e to the power c lambda t plus C4 e to the power c lambda t non-zero. We get, because product is 0, so either one has to be 0, so therefore C1 plus C2 will be 0. Okay, let's say it 1. Now apply this boundary condition again. There is another boundary condition here. So what is ULT is equal to 0. So I am to apply this boundary condition, ULT is equal to 0, then you put the value same. So C1 e to the power lambda L plus C2 e to the power minus lambda L, C3 e to the power c lambda t plus C4 e to the power minus c lambda t is equal to 0. But we note that this part is non-zero. This part is non-zero, so what this implies? Which part has to be 0? This part has to be 0. So we can substituting C2 is equal to minus C1 from 1 in equation 2. What we get? We get, so C1 e to the power lambda L minus C1 e to the power minus lambda L is equal to 0. So C1 we can take common. Now there are two possibilities. Either C1 is equal to 0 or e to the power lambda L minus e to the power minus lambda L is equal to 0. Suppose if this part is true, then what we will get actually? After solving it, we will get this one. We can multiply both the side by e to the power L. So we can write this part e to the power lambda L. So this will come as e to the power 2 lambda L is equal to 1. So it is actually e to the power 0. So what we got? 2 lambda L is equal to 0 we got. That means because L is non-zero, so what we got? Lambda is equal to 0, which is not possible, because lambda is non-zero. We have seen case first and we are dealing with case first, which is not possible. L is non-zero because L is length, positive length. So which part has to be 0? So we have this is true. Okay. So C1 is equal to 0. So this implies C1 is equal to 0. Now if C1 is equal to 0 by equation 1, we have, by equation 1 what we have, because C1 is equal to 0 then, and C1 plus C2 is equal to 0, then what we'll get? C2 is equal to 0 we will get. Okay. C1 is 0 by equation 1. What is was the equation 1? This was the. So after putting C1 value, what will be C2 value will be also 0. So we have actually C1 and C2 both are 0. If C1 and C2 are both are 0, putting the value of C1, C2 in UXT, what you will get? What you will get? UXT will be 0. That is trivial solution. So by case first we are getting only trivial solution. We are not getting non-trivial solution. So case first we have to discard. Okay. Now move to case second. What is the case second? When k is 0. Case second. K is equal to 0. If k is equal to 0, then put again here value of k. Value of k you put here. So what you will get? This equation you will get, and after solving it, what you will get? X double derivative 0 and t double derivative is equal to 0. What is the solution of this? After solving it, you will get C1x plus C2. From here, what you will get? C3t plus C4. Okay, so finally what you got? Put value of x and t here. C1x plus C2, C3t plus C4. Now apply boundary condition. Apply boundary condition. So what you will get? This boundary condition you apply. So what you will get? Applying this boundary condition. C1 into 0 plus C2. C3t plus C4 is equal to 0. This implies C1 into 0, 0. C2 into C3t plus C4 is equal to 0. So what are the possibilities? Either C2 is equal to 0, C3t plus C4 part is 0. If this part is 0, then putting the value of this, you are getting UXT is equal to 0. Trivial solution. So we have to consider that this part should this C3t plus C4 is non-zero. That is why we will get C2 is equal to 0. Okay. So what you got? This implies C2 has to be 0. Okay. So we got C2 is equal to 0. Again we will apply second boundary condition ULT is equal to 0. Okay. So and again applying BC ULT is equal to 0. So what will be this? C1 e to the power, sorry, C1 L, C2 का वैल्यू तो 0 है, यहाँ पे रख देंगे. ओके, C3 T plus C4 equal to 0. Because in the when we apply first boundary condition, this was giving trivial solution. We have already considered that C3T plus C4 is non-zero. That is why we got C2 is equal to 0. Okay. So here this part is non-zero. Then what you will get? C1L is equal to 0. So since L is non-zero, so what we get? We have C1 is equal to 0. So what we got? C1 is equal to C2, both are 0. After putting the value of C1, C2, what you will get? You will getting uxt is equal to 0. That is trivial solution. So we have to discard case 2 also. Now move to case 3. Please note up to this. So what is case 3? K is less than 0. If K is less than 0, in this case, what will be K? K will be of the form this, lambda square, where lambda is non-zero. So put this value, then what will happen? X double dash X डबल डैश टी अपॉन सी स्क्वायर टी इज इक्वल टू के का वैल्यू रख दो माइनस लैम्डा स्क्वायर. तो यहाँ से क्या आएंगे? अगर मैं इसको इसके साथ कंबाइन करूँ, व्हाट आई विल गेट? माइनस लैम्डा स्क्वायर. अगर मैं इसको इसके साथ कंबाइन करूँ, व्हाट आई विल गेट? सो व्हाट आई गोट? What is the solution of this? C1 cos lambda x plus C2 sin lambda x. इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा? C3 cos C lambda t plus C4 sin C lambda t. So what is the solution? uxt. What is the solution? This implies uxt is equal to C1 cos lambda x, C2 sin lambda x, C3 cos C lambda t, C4 sin C lambda t. Okay. Now we will apply boundary conditions again. So we are checking in this case, we are getting a non-trivial solution or no. So boundary condition we are applying. So boundary condition is, first boundary condition is this. So apply this. Put x is equal to 0. C1 cos 0. C2 sin 0. C3 cos C lambda t, C4 sin C lambda t इज इक्वल टू 0. सो वॉट वी गोट, cos 0 का वैल्यू 1 होता है, साइन का वैल्यू 0 होता है, तो यहाँ से मुझे C1 मिलेगा इस पार्ट से. C3 cos C lambda t प्लस C4 sin C lambda t इज इक्वल टू 0. There are two possibility again. What? Either C1 is equal to 0 or this C3 cos C lambda t plus C4 sin C lambda t is equal to 0. If this part is 0, this part is appearing same as it is in uxt. So you will get uxt is equal to 0, which is a trivial solution. So we have to consider this is a non-zero, otherwise we are getting trivial solution. So consider then what will be the zero part? C1 has to be 0. Okay. Now again apply second boundary condition. What is that? ULT is equal to 0. What is this? C1 का वैल्यू 0 हो गया, तो C1 का वैल्यू 0 रख दिया. cos lambda L, C2 sin lambda L, C3 cos C lambda t प्लस C4 sin C lambda t इज इक्वल टू 0. ये पार्ट नॉन जीरो है, तो क्या हुआ? C2 इंटू साइन लैम्डा L को क्या होना पड़ेगा? 0 है कि नहीं? क्योंकि ये तो 0, ये इसको 0 का ऐड करेंगे तो C2 इंटू साइन लैम्डा है. ओके. नाउ देयर आर टू पॉसिबिलिटी अगेन. C2 0 हो सकता है, साइन लैम्डा L 0 हो सकता है कि नहीं? अगर C2 सपोज दिस इज 0, so if C2 is equal to 0 and we know that C1 is already 0, if this is true, C1 is equal to 0, already we have putting the value of C1 C2, so we have actually C1 C2 is equal to 0, so putting the value of C1 C2 uxt is equal to 0, trivial solution we are getting. Trivial solution. Okay. So which part will be so we have to consider that C2 is non-zero, otherwise we are getting a trivial solution. So consider C2 is equal to non-zero. Then what has to be 0? Sin lambda L has to be 0. If sin theta is equal to 0, theta will be of the form n pi. So this is equal to L is equal to n pi, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 like that. N is equal to 0 we will not take because it will be managed by constant later on. Negative value will not taken because it will be also managed by constant later on. Constant is multiply na. We can choose negative constant if n is inequality. Ultimately the resultant will be positive. So it is better to choose n is equal to 1, 2, 3 positive. Okay. So actually what we got, lambda is equal to n pi upon L for n is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is actually lambda depends on n. I can write lambda n pi upon L. लैम्डा का वैल्यू बहुत है, 1, 2, 3 करके डिपेंडिंग ऑन एन. सो यू एक्स टी क्या हो गया? यू एक्स टी को मैं यू एन एक्स टी लिख रहा हूँ बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स ऑन एन. सो व्हाट विल बी दिस? क्योंकि C1 का वैल्यू तो 0 हो गया, C2 को मैं Cn लिख दूंगा. C2 को मैंने Cn लिख दिया. देखो यू एक्स टी क्या आया, वॉट इज यू एक्स टी, यू एक्स टी C1 का वैल्यू तो 0 हो गया, C2 साइन लैम्डा, अभी फ़िलहाल के लिए इसको लैम्डा ही लिखो, लैम्डा एल जब रखेंगे तो क्या आएगा, लैम्डा एक्स, सो व्हाट इज दिस, n पाई l x, ओके। C3 कोस C लैम्डा n पाई C लिख लो इसको, ये हो गया t, प्लस C4 साइन n पाई C अपॉन l t, है कि नहीं। देखो इसको मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर सकता हूं अंदर, लेट A इज इक्वल टू C2 C3 एंड B इज इक्वल टू C2 C4। जब मैं C2 को अंडर मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो ये क्या आ जाएगा, साइन n पाई l x a कोस n पाई c अपॉन l t प्लस b साइन n पाई c अपॉन l t। देखो ये वाली चीज़ n के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रही है, ये सॉल्यूशन तो un ले लेंगे हम, ठीक है ना। तो दिस डिपेंड्स n, सो आई कैन कंसिडर un x t साइन n पाई l x, a की जगह क्या हो जाएगा an, बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स ऑन n। ठीक है, 4 n इज इक्वल टू 1 2 3 एंड सो ऑन। नाउ बाय प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सुपरपोजिशन, बाय प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सुपरपोजिशन we have what we have, uxt will be equal to summation n goes to 1 to infinity un xt, then what will be the solution, uxt equal to summation n goes to 1 to infinity sin n pi x upon l an cos n pi c t upon l plus bn sin n pi c t upon l। ठीक है, now we have to apply initial condition, so first you apply this initial condition, one initial condition is given this fx, or I can write like that also, okay। What is u0, in place of t you can put 0, then what you will get, what is fx is equal to, put value t is equal to 0, summation n goes to 1 to sin n pi x upon l an, ये क्या हो जाएगा, कोस 0 हो जाएगा जब t का वैल्यू 0 रखूँगा, प्लस bn साइन 0 हो जाएगा, ठीक है। सो व्हाट आई गोट, fx इज इक्वल टू summation n goes to 1 to infinity sin n pi एक्स अपॉन एल, ये क्या हो गया, कोस का वैल्यू क्या होता है, कोस जीरो का वैल्यू 1, ठीक है, और बी एन का वैल्यू क्या होता है 0. सो व्हाट यू विल गोट, इसको ए एन को स्टार्टिंग में लिख लो क्योंकि ये वाला पार्ट सिर्फ ए एन दे रहा है. सो ए एन एन पाई एक्स अपॉन एल. व्हाट इज दिस, दिस इज हाफ रेंज फोरियन साइन सीरीज, हाफ रेंज फोरियर साइन सीरीज. When you have this kind of series, ANs are determined by this way. How? 2 upon L, 0 to L, fx into sine n pi x upon L dx. So when you have this kind of series, Fourier series, the ANs are come by this way. So we got AN's value, but we are to determine BN's value R. We have another initial condition. Okay. Please note up to this. Okay. So apply another initial condition. What is that? The another initial condition is del u upon del t at x0. What is this? Gx. For applying this initial condition, you need first this much del u upon del t you need. So how to calculate del u upon del t? Calculate. So we know what is uxt. Uxt actually is this summation n goes to 1 to infinity sine n pi x upon L an cos n pi ct upon L plus bn sine n pi ct upon L. सो इसका पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव रिस्पेक्ट टी निकालना पड़ेगा, फिर यहाँ पे रख के, ठीक है ना. सबसे पहली बात है इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं, इसको इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं जी एक्स इज इक्वल टू डेल यू अपॉन डेल टी इवेल्युएटेड एट एक्स 0. अब मुझे यहाँ पे डेल यू अपॉन डेल टी की जरूरत पड़ेगी, तो डेल यू अपॉन डेल टी मैं कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. वो क्या आएगा, समेशन n goes to 1 to infinity sine n pi x upon L. इसका डेरिवेटिव विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टी, पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव. सो व्हाट विल बी दिस ए एन कोस का डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है माइनस साइन, और ये एन पाई ये भी आएगा, ठीक है ना. तो ये क्या आ जाएगा माइनस एन पाई सी अपॉन एल साइन एन पाई सी टी अपॉन एल, प्लस में क्या आएगा बी एन एन पाई सी अपॉन एल. इसका क्या आ जाएगा कोस एन पाई सी टी अपॉन एल. ओके. अब क्या चीज़ कॉमन आ रही है उसको कॉमन ले लेंगे. इसमें क्या कॉमन आएगा, so this implies del u upon del t summation n goes to 1 to infinity. कॉमन क्या आ रहा है n पाई c कॉमन आ रहा है साइन n पाई x अपॉन l माइनस के a n साइन n पाई c t अपॉन l प्लस बी एन कोस n पाई सी टी अपॉन एल. ये आया, ठीक है. अब ये वाली कंडीशन अप्लाई कर दो. वी नो दिस पार्ट, नाउ आई कैन अप्लाई दिस बाउंड्री दिस इनिशियल कंडीशन हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ. सो व्हाट विल बी जी एक्स इन प्लेस ऑफ t you can put 0 here. So what will be this? n pi c upon L sin n pi x upon L माइनस के an sin 0 प्लस bn cos 0. ठीक है. So this implies gx is equal to summation n goes to 1 to infinity n pi c upon L sin n pi x upon L. साइन 0 की वैल्यू क्या होती है? 0. तो माइनस ए एन इंटू 0 प्लस बी एन इंटू 1. सो जी एक्स इज इक्वल टू समेशन. सो वॉट यू विल गोट? बी एन विल कम फ्रॉम हेयर. सो बी एन को स्टार्टिंग में ले लो. बी एन इंटू एन पाई सी अपॉन एल साइन एन पाई एक्स अपॉन एल. Okay. So again what is this? This is half range Fourier sine series. So if this is a Fourier sine series, this is coefficient here. How this coefficient is given? Bn into n pi c upon L. How this is evaluated? This is evaluated by this way: 2 upon L 0 to L gx यहाँ पे लिखो और जो साइन वाली टर्म है वो यहाँ पे लिख दो. अब इसको bn के लिए सोल्व कर लो बस. L से तो L कैंसिल आउट हो गया. सो व्हाट इज bn? bn is equal to 2 upon n pi c 0 to L gx sin n pi x upon L dx. So in that series we got a and bn value. So actually we got our solution. So I am writing what finally what we got. Finally what is our solution? Finally the solution is uxt is equal to summation n goes to 1 to infinity sin n pi x upon L. Okay, an cos n pi c t upon L. Okay, plus bn sin n pi c t upon L. ठीक है. where an and bn are determined by how an is determined by 2 upon L. upon L 0 to L fx sin n pi x upon L dx. Okay, and bn is determined by 2 upon n pi c 0 to L gx into sin n pi x upon L dx. Okay, so this is the solution finally. Okay, so we solve wave equation.